Hello, everyone. This is Betty Liu shouting, uh, speaking from Washington, D.C. And at my home, of course, I have the mountain in the background, so prepared to go to Nigeria. I think Nigeria would be very beautiful, right, Peter?
Yes.
Yeah, so that would be great. But I haven't to make a final decision yet. So these days, I'm just invite all my dear friends who give me a lot of support. I'm going to cry, a lot of people just support me, okay, including my husband. And I just try to use this opportunity to share, my love, my thanks for all the support over my life.
Hmm.
So, and then I would like to tell you first why I'm thinking about this trip.
Yeah.
Okay, so these days I'm sorry. Uh, I hope I can. Okay, I'm not going to present the picture probably right now. I met a friend who just visit China,
Hmm.
visited her mom, and 5 years ago he came to China. Left from China. Okay, and left from China. Claire, if you can help me to present that would be fine. If not, don't worry. So 5 years ago, she left China. Mom is so normal.
Mm.
Okay, and then I have to bring my napkins. Okay, so hold on.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Hold on. I have so many, so I will be have enough. So it's so beautiful, with the mother's pictures she'll show me. And 5 years later, she came back to China and the mother couldn't recognize the daughter
Uh,
that I
yeah.
share with you.
Yes.
And this person is Alzheimer's disease,
Uh,
and I couldn't believe that she
mm.
is 2 months younger than me.
Uh,
So I was so shocked. Okay. And I was so also very, very thinking about my life,
yeah.
what we can do. I don't know what will be happening 5 years later to me.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, if I have something that I want to do, but I'm I don't know whether I will be able to do it a year later or 5 years later.
Yeah.
So then I was thinking about my friend, and then this person has been sorry, what's the thing? Okay. Um, this person actually, can you still see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, the friend who like I don't know 6 years ago she introduced she said she is going to make a trip to Africa. I said, wow, I was so impressed. There's a Chinese friend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she sent me the invitation. Okay. The face tape.
Oh, yeah.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. So I just donated money to her.
Uh,
Yeah, for her for support to her make the trip.
Wonderful.
And then she come back and she just say, she is very humble after the trip. She know that we always take it for granted, the
Yeah.
life here, the peace here, everything. And
Yeah.
then she after that she said, well, I have to see what kind of life in the other end of life at the world. And she have a totally different perspective in life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm very happy for me to be able to support her. And this time I said, well, when you donate, campaign for donation, how many people support you? She said, very few. She said, I am the first one and I'm the most, contribute the most. So she appreciated my help. And she said, if you go this time, I will help you too. So I truly appreciate that.
Uh,
And then she's not only go do that once, she did three
Mhm.
times. Three times.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So I was just thinking about something, this is something whether I want to do. And I think I definitely want to do it, regardless for the Africa. I never been there, in my life. If I can go to Africa, it's one of the things that, my dream,
Mhm.
right? And especially my major is international relations, international
Oh.
policy. I want to be a diplomat 30, 40 years ago. Okay,
Mm.
but I was not able to. So I was able to uh, attend a meeting, a conference, and I explored all the opportunities, all the companies. So one company I saw, there's so many people from Africa. I feel like I'm already diplomat in real life.
Yeah.
So and also there's including Nigerian people. Okay,
Yeah.
I will put all those people pictures together in the future if I can. And then I said, well, maybe I should go, So I called this person and I said, well, do you think I should go? He said, yeah, definitely, if you want to do. And for me, it's not only to see people, we live a life we can far beyond we can imagine. All right,
Mhm.
the hardship. And and also, most importantly, Peter, you organize the doctors, health professionals, and also spiritual leaders to give people the hope. So I just see it's so wonderful. And you're the person who organized this 30 years ago. I said, I got to interview you. Okay. And today I saw you're so young. How old are you? You're just like 30 years old. So you're
Yeah, I was just in the crib when I founded the organization. So
just in the cripple.
yeah, in the crib. I'm only 30 years old now. I started it 30 years ago. So there we go.
Oh yeah, yeah. So maybe because you're so spiritual, you're not only your
Praise
own
the Lord.
spiritual, you're
Thank you.
also, share the love with the world.
Well, thank you.
So I'm going to just start to interview you how you are starting to come across this wonderful idea. Okay, maybe before your life. Okay,
Yeah, let,
or
let
whatever.
me
Right?
let me just open us in a quick prayer, if that's okay.
All right, sure.
Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this time and this day. Thank you for Betty, and thank you for her life and all that you're doing in and through her, the way that you've worked in her life up to this point. And Lord, thank you that she has a heart of wanting to serve you and that she heard your call and she wants to respond and she wants to be able to meet needs of other people and to be used by you, Lord. And so, Lord, we ask today that you would bless her, that you would speak to her, that you would use her life, that you would work in the lives of her friends to also help come alongside to make a difference, make this possible for her, and also to help Faith Care as we seek to bring help and hope to the hopeless in this world. In Jesus' precious name,
Amen.
amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
So thank you for taking this time. I'm so blessed that you are listening to God's leading and his calling and that you want to learn more about Faith Care and hopefully come on a trip. Um, yeah, a long history to Faith Care. I thought, what might help is to show a very brief video. It's about 4 minutes.
Sure.
and it kind of will give you an overview
Mhm.
about the ministry and then we could go from there. How's that
Okay.
sound?
And before you go further, I want to introduce you about my current position. All right.
Yes.
So I have been in the want to be a diplomat. You already know that, right? And after that, I got my Fulbright scholarship to America, and I went to Cornell University and studied public affairs.
Wow,
Okay.
wonderful.
Yeah, so
Praise the
public
Lord.
policy and things is my arena. All right. So
Praise
I then because of foundation things, I stepped this is my own business, and
Yeah.
the business called Serving Intelligence. So I
Wow.
serve for the community service and also church leaders, and as well as the George Washington University. There's a spiritual leader called Dr. Pahosky, and she's run a spiritual program in the medical school. Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
She is the
Wow.
first person. So she
Wow.
wrote a book about the end of life.
Huh.
Right. And I help her to survey all the oncologists nationwide.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and find out their needs. So she used the survey results to ask for government funding to provide the training service for oncologists nationwide.
Wow.
I'm very proud of that. Okay.
That's wonderful.
And I also joined the national bidding, okay, for survey and evaluate U.S. Army.
Hmm.
And I got award
Wow.
for the Department of Defense for evaluate the U.S. Army to survey all soldiers across 7 countries.
Wow.
I'm the only one to bid in
Wow.
on. I'm not the only one in the. I'm the only one won the project.
Wow.
And
Praise the Lord.
I'm a foreigner, I'm a woman, right? And even without a penny or a single word support from my husband, because he feel confident about me to win the process. Okay, that's a 1-year project. So I'm
Wow.
very, very proud of myself. I feel like I can do a lot of things. For instance, Peter, you have run the survey, the program for 30 years. How people evaluate the program. I think you don't have the service or haven't done anything like that, right? So I would be volunteer for my service to help you if you need.
Amen.
Okay,
That'd be
you
wonderful.
can get a lot of information. All right.
Wonderful.
So then my father and the mother passed away when I was at Cornell. Okay. When my mom passed away, I was a student. I would not be even able to buy a ticket, okay, to fly back to say goodbye to my mom.
Oh. Wow.
And then my mom passed away 1 year younger than me now. Okay. And then when I got my graduate from Cornell and I get a job, and then my father had diabetes. So it's a later stage of life. I want to fly back to China, and I stayed there for 4 months. And then when I come back, after saying goodbye to my father, I come back because I stayed too long. That was the position after my own business, and then I joined a company called WestEd. That's a nationwide consultant, provided all the service for U.S. government. And I was a senior study director for there for 10 years.
Wow.
And then when I got back from China after 4 months, that was 2010, because that was the time that my U.S. economy getting declining. Okay. And I got my I was told that I had to leave the job because the funding, because I stayed too long in China. Then I decided I questioned myself, as an educator, what are you doing? You know, and an educator, you are doing, need to do, tell people how to stay healthy. Yeah, how to stay healthy to prevent the heart attack like my mom, and how to spend the time, understand how to manage your lifestyle so you're not getting diabetes. Okay, and that's the health wise. And also, I need to help people to be their own designer or architecture for their own well-being and the wealth as well. So I think those health and wealth is the 2 major things that I can be as an educator, right, Peter? Are you with me?
As the educator.
Yeah. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Okay. So I decide to, after left this company I worked with for 10 years as a senior study director, I started my own business. I started journey.
Wow.
Yeah, I started journey to explore the health. Okay, so I joined all this, at that time, there's a lot of companies like nutrition. Okay, it's not like a medicine. Okay.
Okay.
I was really like a holistic, like a natural healing. Right. So that's how I get into it. So 10 years, over 10,
Wow.
starting with 2011. Okay.
Okay.
To now.
So even more like 13 years.
Yep, 13 years. I explored all the natural, companies. Okay.
Yeah.
One at a time, I use my own to test all this one. I explore all this. Okay. Some people don't understand it. So why you do this and you do this? You just jumping here and there. I said, I'm not a doctor. Sure. When I was in China, I don't know whether you Chinese know the Chinese culture. During
Yeah.
the time that the Cultural Revolution, we were all
I've been
volunteers.
to China.
You've been to China? Oh,
Yeah.
你好吗?
The what?
你好吗?
Ni hao ma?
Yeah, I know you know that, right?
No, I
So,
don't. It sounds familiar, but it's like hello or
yeah. 你
something.
好, yeah. Yes. You still collect that. So during the Cultural Revolution, the reason I mentioned that during the Cultural Revolution, my age, when I was 16 years old, I went to the countryside.
Okay.
Okay, as a young person, and I went to countryside. There's no electricity. There was no toilet. Okay,
Wow.
there was nothing. So I can compare with something maybe like Africa, Nigeria right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So 5 years.
Wow.
Okay. So after 5 years, there's a recovery from the Cultural Revolution, and we start to have the Chinese the university. So at that time, I joined nationwide exam to be a student.
Wonderful.
Okay, I tried 3 times. The first time I was in the countryside. After working 12 hours, I prepare under lightning. Not there's no electricity. So what is called the synchron something called you use oil to light
Kerosene?
kerosene. Under kerosene, I prepare my college exam.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, and first year I didn't go. I was not accepted. That's normal, right? So second year I tried. It's still not. So the third time I passed the University of Fudan. If you are in China, you should know Fudan University, one of the best in Shanghai. I passed the university, and on the door, I said, this is the university I want to get into it. So the third year, I tried all the effort to come back to Shanghai to study 6 months and close the door and prepare for the entry exam. And I got it. Okay.
Wow.
I got it by the excellent, is a student in the international politics department. And
Okay.
I was the only one from the countryside.
Wow.
As a college, as a student from called 知识青年. Okay. So
Wow.
after that, 4 years, I was there, and 2 years I become a master's degrees. Okay. And I was happened to be working with Wang Huning. The Wang Huning is now the assistant for the president in China. All right. And then after that, I become a teach international politics, teach that 2 years. And after that, I got a Fulbright scholarship and come to Cornell University. Okay, so I said I have that ambition and after all this, experience in the US, I got 2 times lost my job. Okay, so the second time I decided to do real mission as an educator to teach people how to empower ourselves to be our master of our own health and our own wealth. That's how I get journey. Okay, so 13 years, I spent all the time, all the money, all the effort to learn. Okay, so I feel like a classroom is not in the classroom. So I'm in the classroom without the wall. Okay, without light, without whatever. So I'm very happy for the 13 years approach. Okay, so 13 years, now what I can do. I'm not making a lot of money, right? So, but I was in terms of successful that I become a real holistic and a natural healer. Okay, so Peter, I can tell you, I can tell you a couple cases. Okay, one case is the ovarian cancer patient. Okay, you know you're the doctor. By the way, Peter, what is the doctor? What kind of background are you a doctor?
I'm an internist and OBGYN.
Wonderful. No, you know ovarian, right? Ovarian cancer. You tell me how many ovarian cancer you helped. Okay, many people helped in natural way. And your answer probably is no way. Okay. So I helped one person 10 years ago had a breast cancer. Ovarian cancer patient usually have the history of the diabetes, the breast cancer history, right?
Yeah. So what is the symptoms? It's the measurement is a 583. What is measurement?
You're
Not the
talking about the CEA level?
Yeah, what is the talk called? Not the A1C. A1C is measure the diabetes. What is the measurement? I cannot running away from my mind right now, but I can ask them. So 583. The normal is 14. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is that? The
Is it the
measurement,
CEA?
huh?
CEA?
CEA, no, something else. Okay. So anyway, so this is a measurement for measure the cancer cells inside the body. Okay, especially measure for those ovarian cancer patient. So 6 months, I use natural way, okay, to help. Are you with me? Not the A1C. I still running. Okay, so that person become 6 months later cancer free. At the time,
CA 125.
Yes. Okay, so at that time she's struggling because the doctors asked her chemo, radiation. So that time I was, oh, Dr. Hamish. Okay, hi, Dr. Hamish. Dr. Hamish is a home. Hey, Dr. Hamish, I'm glad you joined me.
Betty, wait. I have to tell you that I won't be able to talk this afternoon because I've.
That's okay.
I'll phone you on Monday.
Okay, bye. By the way,
And Betty, we're gonna try to wrap up here by 1/4 after, right?
Yeah, that's okay. I cancel my doctor. But I want to tell you, this is doctor is a homeopathic doctor. Okay,
Oh,
for
okay,
50
wonderful.
years, and he came from East Africa.
Wow.
Oh, South Africa. So can you introduce yourself, Dr. Hamish? And he is just the person I met in Toronto. Okay.
Oh, Dr.
So
Hamish,
today,
how are you?
yeah, Dr. Hamish, I invite you to come here to meet Peter. Peter is the person who is a doctor and OCTY and what are the other things?
OBGYN and internal medicine physician.
Yeah, and you're the Western, right? You're not a natural, right? Yeah.
I'm a what?
You're a Western doctor, you're not a natural doctor.
Western doctor, correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I want your Western doctor meet the Eastern doctor, okay?
There we go.
Betty,
yeah.
as I told you,
Okay.
I've got to rush off to an emergency. So please excuse me, and we'll talk to you on Monday.
Okay, that's okay. You can be on the call or whatever. You can hang up anytime. Okay. Yeah.
All right, and
Okay,
Betty,
bye.
I need to hang up within 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay. All right. So 15 minutes. I'm just to give you the background. I connect to all the natural doctors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and online there's another it's called a frequency doctor for energy. Okay, clear. 你把那个视频打开嘛。So he is using the frequency device to remotely to help people, and I use that device to help a schizophrenia person. Okay, 10 years schizophrenia person only sleeping in bed, eating and like nothing. Every month I have to go to the hospital once. Okay. And now after I using this device as his mom doing this, now he become a senior engineer in one of the best companies in Japan. Peter, I made a miracle. Okay.
Wow.
So I want to make announcement to the whole wide world, but my mother said he's not married yet. I don't want to publicize this, so nobody will marry my son. Okay, so that's why I hold on to it. Okay, so this is 2 cases. Isn't that significant? And now I have two stages 4 breast cancer patients with me, and all natural. All right. So I want to, you connect with all these people and things, understand that. So I said I have a background and that now I'm instead of like this person represent a company no, I'm establish something called I just think about it. You can help me. Alliance for the holistic and natural healing. I can use this as my organization to participate in your program, or I can use my own personal name. Okay, but Peter, you know, guess how old I am. You're 30 years old, right? So I'm almost 70.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So I
You
can
look
be
very
at your grandmother's level, right? So let me back to the story, because that person is the 5 years later, the mother couldn't even recognize her. I just say something I might be able to do right now, but not 5 years later. Okay. So I said, well, if I can make this one, because any other thing's easy, but this kind of things is not something I can do anytime. You know, dance class I can do next year. If I don't do it, that's okay, right? So that's why I'm going to it. But I'm facing a lot of challenges. First of all, we need to collect about $5,000 in order to that. But I think I should be able to do it, because my story and your stories will attract a lot of people. Okay. And then I have to sacrifice my husband, asked him he is a DBT. Okay. I'm using natural healing. He's already 80% recovery. Okay. But he afraid of travel. So he doesn't want to, you know, go to travel with me. If go travel with me, that would be great. Okay. So, but he's not, but he had to sacrifice being alone for 10 years, 10 days. Okay. So I have sacrificed all my work and all the things. So a lot of people say, don't go, you know? So what you can gain from that? You know, how much money you can make? I said, no money make, right? But it will help me, give me the opportunity I will never, ever will have in my life. That's how I look at it. Okay. And the daughter for the Alzheimer's disease person, I asked her, she said, I think this is a good trip for you to experience. Because she already admired me, a person older than her mom can do that kind of things. And now I have the ambition to help people connect all with natural healing. Okay. And he said it's a very, very, very humble and inspiring trip. And he can, you know, do the what a videotape or whatever to introduce me a lot, right? So I can work with all the, you know, Western doctor to tell them, all the Western doctor is deal with the symptoms, you know, right? So if you have the diabetes, just to reduce, you know, the pill for reduce the blood sugar, high blood pressure, reduce that. That's it. They don't have to understand what's the cause for that. So as a natural healer, I understand what a lifestyle. Everything is like lifestyle. Okay. God created us and help us to create, you know, develop a healthy habit, right? But a lot of people just ignore it and they do whatever they want. Drinking, alcoholic, or not everything, right? That's caused a lot of things and our way of thinking, a lot of things. So I feel like as a holistic person, you know, I have a lot to contribute. Especially I have certified by the National Hypnosis. So I'm a professional hypnosis person. Okay. So, but I'm also a natural healer too, you know. So that's how I am. Okay. So the mother, daughter, and she said, I know that's a challenge, but it's worth trying. Okay. And she also encouraged me, you know what? With all this kind of situation, for me, I would be paralyzed. But she just went to China, to Beijing. Within one day, she's already organized 3 big events in China. And she's nonstop. And she went to, you know, the Gebitan. It's like whatever the China, Gebi is, they travel, they're walking over there for 7 days. She gave me a lot of encouragement. Okay. So she said it's worth doing it. So I ignore all other people, other noises, say, no, it's not a good trip for you because it's too much effort. Okay. And also whether I will be able to handle that. So that's also a lot of challenge. So today, instead of you know, you guide me through this process, I think the emphasis should be I need to interview you why and how you started this program 30 years ago. I need to, and
Okay.
also how
Let
people
me show you this video because we got 10 minutes. Got 9 minutes left. I got
Can
to
you
sign off.
just save the video so you can just show yourself, and the video you can send to me later. I can watch it. That save a
Sure.
lot. Yeah. So
Sure.
you tell me why you set up this program and how many people get the benefits. Okay. And also, third question is that given my situation, whether you think this is a good trip for me to make.
Yeah.
Okay, three
So-
questions. Now it's giving you all the time for 10 minutes. You tell me. Okay.
Okay.
So your turn.
So this
Hey,
program.
tell me how, hold on. Tell me how, women don't share the age, but your man is supposed to be okay, right? If you can tell me 30 years old, that's marvelous. If you tell me, I guess you are probably, let's say 50, around 50 years old.
60.
You're 60.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm almost 10 years older than you. Okay. So that's great. You're looking like 30 years old, So if I join your group and I volunteer and do a lot of things, hang out with you, I should be even younger, next year, right?
There we go.
Yeah. So go back to see why you started business or like this. Okay. What is the relationship to your health professional? Okay. And or how much people get a benefit from that, and what rewarding you get, because this is not a lot of money you make, or you might be make a lot of money from this. And also, most importantly, I want to hear, Peter, after I giving all this information and maybe a lot of challenges, whether you suggest tell me whether I'm a good candidate for your program, and for my own and as also whether it will be a very, very important step for my future growth.
Mhm. Okay, let's get started.
Okay.
So again, it's a long history. Obviously, 30 years. So I'm going to give you the
No video.
Reader's Digest version because we only have 7 minutes
Yeah,
left here.
no video.
It
Okay, just tell me.
started, really out of a desire to form a group that could really help encourage one another, people of like faith that could come alongside each other to help encourage one another's individual faith and their growth in their spiritual walk.
By the way, Peter,
And-
is this prior to your become a doctor or after that?
This was while I was training to become a board certified physician.
Wow.
And again, long story. There's a publication you could read that gives a lot more of the information about it. But after a lot of challenges and wondering whether to push forward with this, we eventually started Faith Care, and the group was meeting monthly. And out of that then came a desire to take the gifts and the strengths that the Lord had given us to reach out into our communities and to meet needs of people that we are right in our own communities, in the inner cities of cities where we have chapters and outreaches. And then from there, a desire to reach out internationally and to serve people around the world. And so it really formed what we refer to as the trifold aspect of the ministry, which is individual faith, community outreach, and international missions.
So
Which,
can
if
I
you
ask
think
you,
about it, is
can I ask you that, because I would like to interrupt it all the time. So how many countries you serve right now?
we have served obviously the U.S., but then also we've been to Nigeria, Siberia, Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Jamaica.
That's
we have-
Africa. What about the European?
Nigeria is the one in Africa, correct?
What about the European?
And we have some work, possible plans for Ghana and some others that may be in the works down the road. But right now we have several chapters.
So do you
in
have
the
like
US.
serving for Asia and the European?
We have not had an outreach to Asia. We did attempt to do one, but then it kind
So
of
you're
fell through.
targeted for Africa. So tell me why you focus on Africa.
Nigeria is the first place where the Lord brought us, and really has developed into one of our major branches of the ministry, and the organization is actually incorporated within Nigeria. So we are recognized by the government in Nigeria as a nonprofit, and have recently built a hospital there. And
Whoa.
so
The hospital is running by you?
it's not fully up and running yet. The building is complete, and we've done some work, so some intermittent work is taking place there. But
Okay.
we're waiting to raise the funds till we can have it up and running full time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a free service or what? You provided that?
Right at the start, it'll be free healthcare, but over time, we anticipate that it'll be a sliding scale type of thing where some people
That
will
will
be
be
able
many
to.
years to go, right?
Say it again?
That will be many years to in
Many years of
okay.
service,
All right.
correct? Yeah.
All right.
So, that's really how the ministry started. Hundreds of thousands of people have been served, to answer your question of how many receive
You're
care
talking about in Nigeria or the whole for
around the world. Yeah,
around
in
the
all
world.
the areas
Basically,
that
you're right now in Africa only, not around the world yet, right?
we've been to Haiti, Siberia, Dominican Republic, and Nigeria, and Jamaica.
Wow.
And
I
the
have all
United
the
States.
people, I have all friends in all those countries. So
Wonderful.
you can point me as a diplomat, for face.
Yeah.
How's that?
Good. All right, we got 3 minutes left. So
Okay, go ahead.
the other question
Okay.
was, is this a good trip for you?
Yeah.
And the answer is a resounding yes. I think one thing is that, we'll have to talk very clearly about, what kind of things you'll do. I mean, obviously, we are Western medicine, so we don't do hypnosis on trips, and there's certain things we don't do because we
So
keep our focus.
I'm not doing that. My focus
Yeah.
would be the lifestyle. Teach people
Yeah,
how
we
to
we can talk about how things that you can do in terms of some counseling or whatnot. But the main purpose of our trip is we have some very specialized medical care that we bring, and really with the ultimate goal of showing the love of Christ, so that people can understand that we're there
So,
to.
by the way, when you tell the Lord about the ministry for the care of God, a love of God is that God tell us we have all natural healing capacity,
Yeah.
right? So that's how we are getting to the. I didn't experience a lot, okay, Western, okay, especially now the cancer patient that have all the chemo radiation, right? But they all still die, okay. So right now I'm using the examples that my friend ovarian cancer, right? Cancer-free 6 months, okay?
That's
Because of why?
wonderful.
Natural, healthy and lifestyle.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great.
And we also have the prayer meetings every day too.
Yeah. So listen, this has been great. I really appreciate you taking the time, and thank you to all that signed in to be a part of hearing this special story.
Okay, now
So
two questions you haven't answered me because
I have to go. It's
okay, so we need to
1:15.
maybe we'll do another session.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks. Take care.
What time will be you can think about it, let me know.
No, I think this was probably fine. If you read the info packet and then decide if you want to be a part of the trip, and
Yeah,
we'll go from there.
if you think that short term I could be a good candidate for you, is
Yes,
the answer yes?
you'd be wonderful.
Why?
Okay,
Why
gotta go. Thanks
Okay,
so
okay.
much, all. Take care.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your time. All right. So this is the meeting. I'm ending here. Okay, I'm ending the recording right now. And stop.